is always a staple in my elementary music class, but this year it is even more important. I'm filming this in 2021, and if you are watching this sometime in the future and you don't remember, 2020, 2021 is the era of the pandemic, and so I have been teaching virtually almost the entire year. A couple weeks ago, we finally went back to doing hybrid half the week and virtual the other half of the week, and so we have a couple of kids in the building, and it's like learning how to teach all over again. Because I've been virtual and then having a couple kids in the building, it has been so important to make sure that we are incorporating movement in our days. The kids are spending so much time sitting, staring at a screen, and they really need to get up and move their bodies. Also, there's a lot of stuff that we can't do right now. You know, we can't share instruments, we can't use manipulatives. A lot of places don't allow your kids to sing. We can't move around the room. Like, there's just so many things that we can't do. So I really want to emphasize the things that we can do, like moving. This video is talking all about the best 2nd and 3rd grade movement lessons. So we're focusing on 2nd and 3rd grade. I already have one about 4th and 5th grade. So if you would like to watch that, then you can click the link down below. And if you want one for the younger kiddos, then that will be coming soon. So don't forget to hit the subscribe. One more thing before we get started, if you are watching this when it comes out, if you are teaching online or if you're teaching in person but 6 feet away, I have PDF guides with tons of resources down below. So I will link those down below. You can click on them, and they are pages and pages of ideas of lessons that you can do that are all really simple, all really easy, that you can do like tomorrow. So go click the links down below and grab those. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so the first one I'm gonna say is a staple, and this is my stick figure movement. Y'all, we do this all the time. It's amazing. And in every grade. I think it was the first thing I mentioned in my 4th and 5th grade video too. So stick figure movement is super simple. You just have some pages that have stick figures in different shapes, and you hold them up and the kids match them. Now, to make it more musical, we usually do it in a certain set of beats. I usually do 8, so we'll do 8 and then flip it. I love doing this while listening to a piece of music. This is really great if you want to listen to something maybe a little out of the ordinary, and it is just so much fun. It's so simple, but so much fun. I use this all the time normally, and then this year it's been like even bigger because it's just so easy and so great. I do have some stick figures already finished. You can click the link down below to purchase those. It's like the cheapest thing in my TPT shop. They're like not even $2. Like, they're so cheap. So you can click the link down below if you want to get those, or you can just draw your own stick figures on a piece of paper. Easy peasy, super fun. And there are so many different things you can do with it. I actually have an entire blog post about things you can do with this, so I will link that down below. There's like 4 different ways that you can use these to move around in your classroom. All right, number 2 is a song. So if you can't sing, sorry. You could, however, record your voice. I've been doing that a lot, where I record my voice and I just play it over a speaker. And so even if the kids aren't singing, they're still getting to do the activity, and they're still kind of getting it in their head. And so this song is Mama Llama. I love this song. It's so much fun and it's so cute. Now, I'm gonna try my best to do this. I might get the words mixed up, so bear with me. It goes. Mama llama, kuma la pizza. Mama llama, kuma la pizza. Oh no la pizza. Oh no la pizza. Annie, Manny, Dixa, Panny, Oompa, Alumpa, Lanny, Okie Choki, Ekachogno, XYZ. Oh, I messed it up. Okeechobee, Ava, Wachi, XYZ. It's always the last one, Okeechobee, Ava, Wachi, XYZ. Okay, so that's how Mama Llama goes. It's super cute and so much fun. The way we do this is typically we would go in a circle and we would keep the beat going down and then out and tapping the people on the sides. Right now, since we're not doing that, we're just going down, up, down, up, or you could do out, that's fine too. So Mama Llama, kuma la pizza. Mama Llama, kuma la pizza. Then when we get to the Annie, Manny, Dixa, Panny part, then we have one person who gets to pick our actions. They get to dance however they want. We all follow them. I have done this on Zoom. I have done this in the classroom 6 feet away. It is so much fun and so simple. You just say, okay, it's this person's turn, and then we just all watch them and follow them, and they try to make it like super difficult, and it's hilarious. So much fun. Sometimes you might see this as Mama Llama, sometimes it's Mama Llama. It's got lots of different names, but however it is, it's a lot of fun. All right, number 3 is Swan Lake movement. So my 3rd graders have been learning, it kind of turned into like dance styles around the world, but we learned about the Nutcracker at Christmas time, and then in January we came back and we learned about Swan Lake. I love Swan Lake, love everything about it, love the music. I actually had a CD of Swan Lake as a kid, like I would listen to because I was that cool. But this specifically goes with the theme of Swan Lake. Swan's theme in Swan Lake. The that part. So we do this, and I found this video on YouTube that uses words to go with that theme, and so I will link that down below, but it goes like this. Tchaikovsky wrote a great ballet. Its name is Swan Lake. And so first we learn the words, we listen to just that part with the oboe, and we do some actions because everything needs actions. So we do Tchaikovsky wrote a great ballet. Its name is Swan Lake. So we listen to it and do that, and then we look at the form. So the form of this piece is A, B, A, C, coda. We always do the hand signs first, and then we go through it with some movement. So on our A section, we do swan arms, I call it, like this. Really good for your arms if you're watching this and you like want to get your arms in shape for summer. Highly recommend. Number 2 is starting at the floor and waving your arms back and forth and getting bigger and bigger and bigger as we go. On C, we play whatever instruments you hear. So you can hear the violins really well for a little bit, you can hear the harp really well for a little bit, and I usually like to put a video up so the kids can see the instruments as well, and it just helps get that like extra level of understanding as we're going through it. And then on coda, we pretend to be the conductor and just wave our arms really dramatically. It's so much fun and super simple, and your kids will love it. So we did this with 3rd grade. 2nd grade, I believe, would also like it. I didn't do it with them, but 3rd grade loved it. We did like a whole Swan Lake week where we did the Swan Lake virtual field trip, which was so much fun. We learned all about Swan Lake. We watched Misty Copeland dance. We also watched some of Misty Copeland's books on YouTube, because she's got 2 different books, by the way. We learned about the story. We learned about dancers using mime to like talk to each other. We watched tons of videos. Like, it was so much fun, so much fun. So I will also link that virtual field trip down below in case you are interested in that, but you can do this obviously without that. I think I'm on 4. 4 is gonna be ickle. Now this one's a little bit harder to do not in person, but I love this song. Now this is sometimes called bickle bockle, and sometimes it ends on me and sometimes it ends on dough. So there's that. I like to use the version that ends on dough, which I found on like the Kodai webs. I can't remember what it is, but I will link it down below. It's like a Kodai web. It's one of the Kodai websites. So I go with this one particularly because I like to use this for dough, and it's so much fun. So this one goes, ickle, blue bottle fishes in the sea. If you want a partner, just choose me. So super simple, super cute, and I do a couple of different things. There's a game that goes along with this. It's not socially distanced, but I will tell you anyway in case you're watching this in the future. And for the game, what you do is everybody links arms and walks around in a circle. One person's in the middle and you sing and walk around, and then at the end, everyone has to find a new partner. The person in the middle is trying to find a partner, and whoever's left over is the new person in the middle. I like to call them the shark. And so the shark in the middle, and they have to find steal a partner the next time. So super cute and super simple, and I played this actually for the first time with 3rd grade before I moved it down to 2nd, and the 3rd graders loved it. So, and at the end of the year too, so they were like almost in 4th grade, still loved it. It was so much fun. Now another way I like to do this is with some solfege cards to practice dough. So what I do is I have these little like fish shaped solfege cards, and I scatter them around the room, and we sing and walk to the steady beat, and when it stops, then you stop on the closest solfege card. You could also do rhythm cards, and then I sing 1, 2, ready, go, and everybody sings their card. So everyone's singing different things, and then we go back to the song and we go back and forth and back and forth, and it's a really easy way to get them moving while also practicing reading, and also it's just fun. These fish are available in my ickle lesson pack, which I will link down below in case you would like to grab that. You of course don't have to, but in case you want to, you can grab that. All right, the next one is Los Machetes. This is one of my favorite folk dances. We usually do it every year. I flip-flop between Los Machetes and the Mexican hat dance, and we do like back and forth. And I usually do this with 3rd and 4th and sometimes 5th grade, and they have so much fun. So on this one, I will leave a link to the students actually doing it down below, because that's gonna be the easiest thing for you to do. But basically what we're doing is on the A section, we are walking and clapping or tapping the steady beat. You're supposed to use rhythm sticks. Well, you're really supposed to use machetes, but obviously we're not doing that. And then on the B section, there is this whole like leg sequence where we go up, under one leg, up, under the other leg, front, back, 1, 2, 3. So it's like up, down, front, back, 1, 2, 3. Super, super fun. It gets a little bit faster and it's just, yeah, it's just great. And then on the C section, you take one of your machetes and wave it up in the air for 8 beats, and then the other one, and then the other one, and then the other one, and it repeats a couple of different times. So I will leave the link to the full video down below because you can get a much better understanding than me standing here being like, so go watch that instead. The next one is called Breezes Are Blowing. This is one of my favorite songs that's like not super common. It goes like this. Breezes are blowing, blowing clouds of water on my face, raining, raining from the ocean. Breezes are blowing, blowing clouds of water. So for this one, we work on doing the ABA form. So we learn the song, we talk about how the first line and the last line are the same. We label those ABA with small a, small b, small a. And then I have the kids come up with their own actions. So we usually would do it in partners. This year they can do it on their own. So what they come up with an action for A, an action for B, and then they repeat that first action, and that helps me to see, okay, we understand ABA form. Then we take it further and we do Breezes Are Blowing as big A, and we do a big B that's different. So sometimes we will play different rhythms, sometimes we'll improvise for a few beats. However we want to do that, we'll just switch it up in the middle, and then we'll go back to Breezes Are Blowing, and we just kind of alternate doing that, like big A, big B, big A form. You can totally do this one online because again, they're just coming up with their own actions, and you can easily assess, okay, that person understands ABA form because they switch back to the original action at the end. So much fun. I will leave a link to the Breezes Are Blowing activity down below. The next song is Funga Alafia. This song is from Nigeria, and it is so much fun and super, super simple. So the way that I learned how to do this is we just do sparkle hands up when our voices go up and down when our voices go down. So it goes Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Funga Alafia, ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. Ashe, ashe. This is a really good warm-up because it's so super simple and so super quick, and it's just really fun. I like to use this to kind of as a precursor to rounds. So I'll split the class in half and have half of them do just the top part, half of them do just the bottom. So you only do the ones where we go up, you only do the ones where we go down, and we'll switch. And it's just a lot of fun. It really helps them get that more independent and be like, okay, they're doing something different than we are, and kind of get that figured out. I have also done that on Zoom, and it worked surprisingly well, even though they were all muted so I couldn't hear them, but they were all doing this at the right time, so that was good. So that one's really quick and it's just so much fun. The next one is another folk dance, and this is called Hop Ik Mir Amantel, also known as I Had a Little Overcoat. This song is super cute. I will leave a link to a video of the actual circle dance down below. I have a lot of things to link, so if I forget anything, let me know in the comments. But basically, let's stand up and do this one. So typically you would do this in a circle. We actually have been doing this on Zoom, so we just go in a line. And so for this one, you do 2 knee bends. So we go down, up, and then we have slow steps. So out, together, and then really quick steps. Normally we'd be going in a circle, but I just have them run in place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think it's 8. It might be 16. I'm not sure. And then the other way, out, together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then we're gonna bring our hands up, bring our hands down, and then quick steps. I think that one's 16. So it goes down, up, down. I had a little overcoat as old as could be. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. What I never do with it, I just couldn't see. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. So I thought a little while, made myself a jacket in the very latest style. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la, made a jacket in the very latest style. And then go back down, up, down, up, but you would do in a circle. Again, I'll link a video of like people actually doing this in a circle so you can see how it looks. But my kiddos have been loving this one even on Zoom and just going in a line. We made it a line dance instead of circle dance. They were. That song, by the way, is klezmer music, which is Eastern European Jewish music. So the title was in Yiddish, and it's a lot of fun. There's also a book called Joseph Had a Little Overcoat that you can use as well, so I will link that down below. I like to do the dance first and then do the book afterwards, and so the kids kind of understand how it goes. It's a reusing song, so they start with an overcoat and say it gets old and worn, and then they go to a jacket, and then they get a vest, and then they make that into a tie, and they're like making it into smaller things and reusing it over and over again. And this last one is my favorite one for 16th notes. So we use it every year at the beginning of the year with 3rd grade, and that is Old Brass Wagon. So this song goes, circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, circle to the left, old brass wagon, you're the one, my darling. Super, super simple, and that circle to the left is 16th notes, and then you do circle to the right, and then you just do everybody in, everybody out, and so on and so forth. So we like to learn the song, and I'll have them, usually we go in a circle. We also did this one online, so you can do it online too. And so we circle to the left, circle to the right, and then I like to do in and out instead of everybody in. I just think it's easier, so we just do like step forward, step back, and do in and out, old brass wagon, in and out, old brass wagon. It's no longer 16 notes, but it still works, and it's a lot of fun. Now, it gets even more fun when you pull out some rhythm sticks and let them do it with the rhythm sticks, so that's fun too. With this song, I also like to get them to be creative, so I'll say, okay, what are some other things we could do? And they'll be like, jump, and I'm like, great, everybody jump, old brass wagon, or they'll be like, spin around. I'm like, great, spin around, old brass wagon. And so I just have them come up with any different thing that they could do. They're like, hop on one leg, do jumping jacks. Is anyone else's 3rd graders like obsessed with jumping jacks? Like, what is that about? Anyway, so it's just a whole good time. It is so, so, so much fun. I will leave a link down below to that lesson pack as well, because I have like presentation and worksheets and all the things, so you can practice 16 notes and do all of those things. So I think that was my last one. I could go on and on and on and on and on about movement activities for 2nd and 3rd grade, but those are some of like my go-tos, some of my absolute favorites, so that's what I'm gonna leave you with. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, because there's a lot more where that came from, and check the description for all of the links that we talked about, especially if you were interested in grabbing your freebie for Zoom or your freebie for teaching in person 6 feet away. If you're looking for more virtual music lessons, I do have a book called Virtual Music Lessons for Teaching Music Online. It's available in paperback version on Amazon or in ebook version on my website, so I will leave that below too in case you are still teaching online. It has tons of lessons. It comes with freebies. It's got so much stuff, and all of it is like super tactical, super practical stuff you can use tomorrow. So I'll leave that linked below with everything else. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment with your favorite 2nd and 3rd grade movement activity. That also tells me who made it all the way to the end of the video, which I'm always curious about. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.